Okay, everyone, look, we'll make a start. Welcome along to the Brunswick Business Incubator. My name's Anthony O'Brien, I'm the manager here, so I know there are quite a few tenants here, but it's great to see so many people from outside here today. And we primarily provide office space here, but we do things like workshops and have mentoring programs and so on. So it's great to see so many of you here today. Look, the idea of these sessions just give you a quick overview on a topic. It's all very informal, but there's a chance to network, obviously, and to catch up with each other. At 1:30 when this finishes up. All looks very official today. First time I've seen cameras in here, but just to reassure everyone, you won't be filmed at all. It's all about me today. No, the focus is going to be on Barath, who I'll introduce in a moment. Look, just to introduce our presenter today, Barath, and Barath is one of our tenants, and he runs a business called Omate Proprietary Limited. And he's also here with Kevin Chin, who's also part of the business. Barath has had over 6 years' experience in helping small to medium enterprises with their digital needs and their digital strategies. He's worked with a lot of startups as a consultant to help them with their web and mobile applications and their development projects. Barath holds a Masters in Business Administration and Information Technology from the University of Melbourne, and has taught the subject Shaping an Enterprise with Information and Communication Technology. So he's certainly well placed to present this topic today. He's also a speaker for the Australian Computer Society, and where he's a member of their... You're a certified technologist?
Yep.
Okay. I'll ask you later what that means. Okay. But look, on that note, I'll hand over to Barath and for his presentation. Thanks, Barath.
Thank you, Anthony. Good afternoon and welcome, everyone. Firstly, I would like to thank Anthony for helping organize this workshop. So that's the agenda for today. I've just divided that into 3 sections. In the first section, we'll first say, why does any business need a website in the first place? And then what is a call to action? What's the importance of having a call to action in your website? What is conversion optimization, and how you can make the best out of your visitors that's coming to your website. And then we'll have a quick Q&A session. Now, I've been to many workshops where you have like a 30, 45 minutes presentation and have a Q&A in the end. So I thought I'll just put some short Q&As in the middle of the presentation so that we can have some discussions going on. And then the next section, we'll quickly discuss what are the different traffic sources for a website, what is SEO and why a website need SEO. And then we'll see an example of a search engine result page. And then we'll look at what is keyword and what are the main metrics that is associated with any keyword. And following that, we'll go to the last section where we will discuss what is on-page SEO, what is off-page SEO, some sample results that we have achieved for one of our clients, and what are the steps that we follow for a successful SEO, and things that you must know before starting your own SEO, and a quick discussion on what is black hat SEO and why it's so important to know about black hat SEO. Why does any website need, any business needs a website in the first place, right? So, the basic objective to have a website is provide your prospects and clients with information. Having a website just like an online brochure where you can just present information, but that's the most basic way of using a website. And going forward, you can use it for generating interest, to create a subscription list for your business, to maximize the database size of your business, to generate leads and close sales, or you can do like automation and business process integration. You can integrate your website with your CRM system. You can integrate your website with your email marketing tool, and there's a lot of opportunities to actually integrate your website and automate your business process. Once you know what's the outcome you want to achieve, you need to think about call to action, right? Have you guys heard of call to action, the term call to action before? Anyone? So call to action is basically, if you look at this example, they have this call to action called click here for your free ticket now. So that's the call to action that they're having in this website. If your website is e-commerce website, then having a clear buy now button, that's an example of another call to action button. These are some quick examples of different call to actions. So if your desired outcome is maximizing your subscription database, then you want your visitors to actually submit their name and email and actually subscribe to your newsletter or to your to your email database. So that's the call to action you want your visitors to complete. If your desired outcome is generating leads, then you want them to request a code. You have a clear button saying request a code. You want your users to click request a code, give out their name, their contact information, and request code from your website, through your website. If your desired outcome is if you want to close sales, then you want your visitors to complete their payment with their credit card details and actually buy from your website. So you need to think about what's the outcome that you want to achieve and what's the associated call to action to achieve that outcome. So having your call to action is one thing. But after that, how do you actually ensure that your visitors are completing your call to action? There is no point if you have a call to action and your visitors come, and if they don't complete your call to action, there's no point in having it. So what are the different things you can do to actually encourage your visitors to complete the call to action, right? So the main thing is follow fundamental marketing principles, right? Have a clear message, have a targeted message for your visitors, and state your point of difference, and convince them why they want to do business with you in the first place before you think about any conversion optimization techniques. And then have a simple call to action. I've seen numerous websites where people have to spend like few minutes to complete the call to action. They have a big form, and people get frustrated to complete it, and they just get out of the website. So make sure you have a clear and simple call to action, and very important, make it stands out. You need to really, ask the user to complete your call to action. So make sure it stands out, and you really ask your users to complete the call to action. So once you have the basics right, you can start about a few techniques you can use to improve your conversion. One thing is think about free stuff that you can offer to entice your users to complete your call to action. For example, one popular technique is offering free content or free ebook or free white paper for your customers. For example, if you're an accountant, you can say 5 tips to cut down your tax by 50% this year, or something. So tell them, subscribe, give your name and email, and subscribe to get the free ebook. So think about what are the different free stuff that you can offer to encourage your users to complete the call to action. And then other free stuff like offer a 30 minutes free consultation. Book a free consultation now and get answers to all your questions in the first 30-minute session. That's another way you can entice your users to complete call to action. Good design and user experience, very, very important. Actually, one of our professors, Dr. Brent Cocker, he's an online consumer psychologist. He read about thousands and thousands of websites, and studied how the design impacts conversion of a website. And what he found is, websites with attractive design engenders trust and professionalism among consumers. So, similar website with a better design converts better than a same website with average design. So make sure you have good design because it engenders trust and professionalism on the visitors who's coming to your site. So, and then make sure your site works well in all the browsers. Right? If you have a lot of bugs and issues happening in your website, then your visitors are probably going to be disappointed and probably not complete your call to action. So make sure it works fine, and make sure it works fine on all the browsers. That's a common mistake done by all the web developers. They don't test the website for all the different websites. So you need to make sure it's tested for popular websites like Safari, Chrome, IE, Mozilla, and all the popular browsers. And then credibility. Think about how you can improve the credibility of you and your business in the website. Right? One popular thing is having client testimonials. And if you have video testimonials, it really impacts the credibility of your website. So think about having video testimonials of your client in your website. And then have photos of your team members, have bio of yourself and your team members. So think about other information that you can provide to improve the credibility so that people actually complete the call to action and actually request a quote, or we end up converting the visitor into an inquiry for your business. So a quick example of a website with bad conversion and a good conversion rate. That's a website with pretty average design. That's no great call to action. So you can't expect the conversion rate to be very high. Whereas if you compare that with this website, they have a very clear call to action, which is get your free trial today. And then it says we are the world's leading provider of real-time social marketing intelligence. And then they have a video which clearly explains the message to the customers. And you can also see some popular, some very big client names there, like Audi, Thomas Cook. That's going to improve the credibility of the business as well. So if you compare this one with this one, this website is definitely going to have a better conversion than the other website. So think about how you can improve the conversion rate of your website, how to improve the credibility, what call to action you have, and what are the things you offer to encourage your users to complete the call to action. So that's the main thing. So before you move to the next section, that's the end of first section. We've covered what's the outcome that you want to achieve,